welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome. My name is Meg, and today I'm showing you the entire Game of Thrones and Urban Decay makeup collection. I am so excited that I finally have this. I was so excited when I saw that Urban Decay announced that they were collaborating with the Game of Thrones. It's legit, HBO, like everything is a part of this. I am a huge Game of Thrones fan, and if you're new to my channel, I'm a huge Urban Decay fan. I literally have an entire drawer of like old Urban Decay palettes I can't part way with. Urban Decay has had my love for quite some time, and I was so excited to see what went into this collection. So I want to let you know, with this review and everything going forward, I'm looking at this as a Game of Thrones fan, not necessarily a makeup fan, because if we're being honest, is a lot of this practical? No. But is Urban Decay a practical brand? No. So free that of your mind going into this review. I'm going to show you swatches of everything. I'm going to swatch every single color in the eyeshadow palette so you can get an idea of that, and we will have makeup looks to come. So I got the entire Vault collection, and I'm so happy to have this as a collector. It is something that I really will keep and appreciate for years to come. So I do want to get into the packaging. It comes in this sleeve, which has a detailed throne, of course, on it. And then on the back, it has all the details and an overview of all the items that are in this Vault collection. And here we have the Vault box, and it is just so heavy duty. And it just all ties in together with the packaging here. I absolutely love this. I'm sure you've seen it a million times, but I'm excited, so I'm showing it off. So when you open it, you get this quote from Daenerys and kind of a world map. I just love this packaging. And then we have the overview of all of the products. So let me put this down and let's get into it. I know that there's quite a bit of people that were really unhappy with the launch, and I just want to speak on that for just a second. So if you weren't somebody that was waiting up for this launch, you can probably go ahead and skip the next minute of this video. Basically, on April 13th, according to the countdown timer, the collection was going to launch at 9 o'clock PST, which made sense because that's midnight on the East Coast. So they kind of like did the launch right at the start because the premiere of the final season was the next day. But when the time came, the timer kept changing a couple of hours before the actual launch. No one knew what was going on. I was on social media. Urban Decay wasn't really active on social media. I was going on comments. They were saying 1:30 a.m. PST, 1 a.m. PST, midnight PST, which I'm thinking in my mind, all these poor people on the East Coast, where that's like 4, 3:30, 3 a.m. Like, how late are these people gonna have to stay up, or how early are they gonna have to wake up to get this launch? So things were kind of unclear. I checked at 9 o'clock just to be safe. Nothing was there. Everything on the website said sold out. So I immediately was freaking out, and I was connecting with people in the comment section, but I guess this is typical of Urban Decay launches. I haven't participated in a live launch probably since the release of the first, second, and third Naked palette, which was years and years ago. So somebody let me know it's pretty typical of their launches for the products to stay sold out until they actually launch, which is confusing with this whole time thing, because then you have people checking on the site, seeing sold out, and they might not check back later because they think it's sold out. So midnight rolled around, and I was refreshing because Urban Decay started saying a solid midnight PST in their comment section. So I was just continuously refreshing. It was 12:05. I was about to give up and check back at 12:30 because I know sometimes with websites there's a delay in the launch. So luckily I kept refreshing, and like as soon as 12:05 hit, the collection was live. I immediately grabbed this Vault. I checked out and I got the heck off the website. I heard a lot of people were really disappointed because I guess the Vault sold out in like less than 10 minutes. So I'm kind of curious how many of these they made, because I didn't think like a lot of people would spring for the Vault because it was quite pricey. And a lot of the individual items immediately sold out as well. So there was a lot of really unhappy customers, especially those that were told that the launch was at 1:30 and then 1. So they missed out on a lot. Hopefully the next time Urban Decay does a launch, they're a little better prepared and a little bit more concise on what's going on and when stuff is actually launching, so people actually have a good chance of getting this. The collection is going to be on Ulta and Sephora.com on April 29th. No time is released for that yet. And I just looked on their social media. I can't find an exact date for stores, but the date May 5th is sticking out in my mind that it's supposed to be available in Ulta and in Sephora in stores in the US. But I would just keep checking Urban Decay's social media because things keep changing. First, I want to talk about what I am most impressed with the collection, and that is the makeup brushes. They are seriously, like, even if you're not into Game of Thrones or like you're not really interested in picking up this collection, when it's in store, at least give it a look at, because I am just seriously impressed. Like, they're heavy. Arya Stark's needle inspired our multitasking eyeshadow brush, perfect for an all-over color precision. I am not gonna test these brushes out. I'm not gonna use them. I'm literally going to display them on my bookcase out in my living room, because these are some serious collector items and they are just so cool to not have out. Like, I can't imagine keeping these in my room and using them for actual makeup. I'm just so blown away, especially by Longclaw, because there are it has bejeweled eyes, okay? Like, the detailing that goes into these brushes is just mind-blowing, and it's unlike anything that I've seen before with any makeup launch or collection. I'm going to go ahead and dive into the lip and cheek stain. To be honest, this is probably like the least exciting thing in the collection for me, because I'm not really into this. This is more natural makeup, and if you are not familiar with my channel, I'm anything but natural. I love a full beat, full glam, bright colorful eyeshadow. So I'm just excited. I'm gonna swatch this on my hand really fast and we can see how it works. I do think the packaging is pretty cool, how it's in a little vial. Of course, it has the House Targaryen emblem with the dragons on it. And the description for this product is as follow. Command the flames and unleash your inner dragon with our Urban Decay Game of Thrones lip and cheek stain. This universally flattering Targaryen red shade gives you the perfect see-through flush on your lips and cheeks. Apply 1 to 2 drops with fingertips and blend into lips and cheeks. Probably picked the wrong day to wear a white shirt in a swatch video, but us Aries are all about taking risks, right? So here we have the product. I'm just gonna do 1 drop and see how that looks. It's pretty runny. It looks like blood. Okay, I see where this is going. So here I really rubbed it in so I can see if you were using this on your cheeks and blending it into your skin, how you would need a couple drops of it to be more opaque. This is just slightly blended out, but you can get an idea of what the color looks like. So very, very sheer. For me, in my lip color, it probably really wouldn't make that much of a difference. And clearly I should have done this last, since duh, it's a stain. Although this isn't something for me to practically wear like on a day-to-day basis, I can see myself using this for Halloween looks or for avant-garde looks and using it in a more unique blood-like way, if that makes sense. So I will still get use out of this. I'm determined to not let one single product in this collection be a waste for me. So let's go ahead and jump into the highlighter palette. This is the Mother of Dragons highlighter palette, so all the dragons get their moment to shine. The packaging on this is really nice. It's textured and it's also holographic, so that's super cool. This is what the inside looks like. We get a mirror and we also have an imprint of the dragon eggs. So the pink highlighter is Drogon, the gold one is Viseron, and the more bronzy one is Rhaegal. I kind of wish they did like an icy blue one. I mean, if you watch the show, you know why. These two, I already can tell they're gonna be too dark for me to wear as highlighters. So this one I could probably use as more of a blush topper in the summer when I'm more bronzy, and I can also use them for eyeshadows. So if you get a palette like this and you feel like you can only use one of 3, there are other uses for the other 2 colors. Keep that in mind. But I'm just so excited to have a pink highlight. I've been wanting to have a color highlighter for quite some time. And can we just take a moment for this dual chrome packaging? The description for the highlighting palette is, give your skin a glow that will light up the 7 kingdoms. Mother Dragon's highlight palette is loaded with 3 new shades of Afterglow highlighter. Use them individually or layer them to create your own custom highlighter. So maybe the gold shade that is a little bit too dark for me, I can try to lighten it with the pink and see how that goes. Again, with the formula, it says that it's lightweight, finely milled, and feels super soft, blends seamlessly, and lasts up to 8 hours, giving you a finish fit for the Mother of Dragons. This is definitely one of those products like you hate to use because you don't want to destroy the imprint on it. And here are the swatches of the highlights. They definitely look super, super pretty, especially the pink one. It looks nice and frosty. I'm excited to see it on. Of course, the sun is starting to go down, so I will fix this lighting situation in just a second. If you're interested to see what the highlight looks like on me, be sure to subscribe because the next video out will be a tutorial using all of these products, because if I did it in one video, we'd be here for an hour, probably longer. Okay, hopefully you can bear with me because the lighting on my face is coming from these stupid square windows that are literally at the top near the ceiling in my room, and there's nothing I can do to cover it. So love that for us. Moving along to the lipsticks and eyeliners, I am gonna swatch lipsticks for you today, and I also have my hand swatches ready to go. So first up, we have the White Walker family, and that includes this beautiful pencil, the Night King, and the lipstick in the shade Night Walker. Again, the packaging in this collection, everything, it's just, you just take several minutes to sit there and stare at it because it's just so, so beautiful. Alrighty, now that we have the brightness turned up, we can see that there's like almost a gold shift to the Night King eyeliner. And the great thing about these Urban Decay pencils is that they last all day, but they're also really, really soft until they set, so you can easily work with this and blend this out, so it'd be super easy to put this and wear it as an eye look. And then next to that, we have the White Walker lipstick, which is like this beautiful, like deep blood red, crimson red, and it is just super, super pretty. Next up, we have Winterfell. So Sansa's lipstick is definitely more on the sheer side. This is probably about 3 layers of it. This is probably realistically the most wearable lipstick out of the collection for me. I knew going into this, I wasn't gonna get much wear out of the lipsticks, but to me, it was just worth getting everything together and then just dealing with the lipsticks. But the eyeliner though is so, so pretty. This eyeliner is called Winterfell Snow, and it's described as a white iridescent shimmer, and it definitely is. Oh my god, it's like a duochrome because in the light that it's in now, it has like a purple, like a lavender shift to it. That's the downside with duochromes. It's so hard to get it to pick up on camera, but you can see the icy white of it. I feel like it showed it for like a split second, but there's definitely a lavender shift to the color. Moving along down to House Lannister, I'm not gonna lie, the Lannister gold color is the most excited I was for all the eyeliners. I want to bathe my entire body in this eyeliner color. It is just absolutely stunning. It just looks like gold foil on your skin. I've never seen an eyeliner look like this before. So I just like want to do an entire eye look of just metallic gold. And then of course, Cersei is a true metallic. Compared to Sansa's, you can really, really notice the metallic shift in it in person. So Cersei's is a metallic bronze lipstick. Last but not least, we have House Targaryen. So we do have the pencil in the shade Dragon Smoke. This is a smoky black, but again, it has like that dual chrome shift to it. Like when I look down at it, I can see shifts of blue, purples, and greens, and it's just this finely milled sparkle that's in there. And again, it's super, super unique. All 4 of these eyeliners are the most unique eyeliners I've seen. And they were the thing that I was most excited about out of this entire collection. And of course, we have Daenerys' lipstick, which is described as a fiery metallic red. I guess I can see a slight metallic shift to it. That wasn't the first impression I got with this lipstick, but now that I'm moving my wrist around in different light, I can see a little bit of a gold metallic on top of her lipstick too. I told you, once these eyeliners set, like they set into place. I definitely am surprised by the lipsticks. Cersei's is a lot more wearable than what I thought. I thought it would be like super brown on me, but it actually kind of worked, and I can see looks that it would work for. So even though I'm super, super pale, and I feel like I really do struggle with lipsticks, especially with like new kind of lipsticks, I feel like I could wear any of them. And before you come for me for my swatches, in the comments, I just literally quickly and messily applied it. Obviously, if I was wearing a makeup look, I would make sure my lips were a lot more even looking and a lot more clean looking, okay? So let's not come for my edges here. So I'm just like really, really surprised. I'm excited to wear Sansa with a full face of makeup on. And it's actually really, really, really comfortable. I think their Vice lipsticks are more of a satin sheen. So I really, really like it. And again, normally when I do my makeup, I have like concealer lips, so to say, so it's a little bit more pigmented. So with this, I definitely put at least 2 layers on for every lipstick. And then Sansa and the White Walker one, the first one, the darkest one, I put 3 layers on. Now let's get into the eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna awkwardly keep wearing this lipstick. Okay, so this is the eyeshadow palette. This is what a lot of people were excited about. For me, I was most excited about this packaging. So it's the same like Iron Throne packaging that is on the big box. And again, it is a textured package. It just feels super, super nice. And we have the map that ties in on the side. So when you open this up, I think this mirror is pretty useless. And this is why I'm saying, like, I'm looking at this at a collector standpoint and not a makeup person standpoint, because this is not practical. This is like the least practical eyeshadow palette to ever exist, probably. It's super, super thick, not good for traveling. You have to pull it out of the drawer, blah, 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 blah. There's a mirror here, which you're not gonna use for anything. But for a collector and packaging standpoint, I really enjoy it. So that's what I was saying earlier in the video, like, I'm on the collector side here. So we open it up, there's a mirror, and there's the same quote by Daenerys that's in here, and that just says, Lannister, Targaryen, Baratheon, Stark, Tyrell. They're all just spokes on a wheel. This one's on top, then that one's on top, and on it spins, crushing those on the ground. And then when you lift this up, I love it. We get a little pop-up metallic looking Iron Throne, and I know it's just like cardboard pop-up, like whatever, but the detail that's in this, like, it's really nice. Look at the shine on that throne, baby. And of course, on the bottom we have a quote from Tyrion that says, never forget what you are. The rest of the world will not. Wear it like armor, and it can never be used to hurt you. And it just has like all the house emblems as the background. That's so cool. And I'm just staring at this more, and like here on the packaging, like it has King's Landing right here, and then the Eyrie up here. So it's just really cool that those landmarks are like sticking out. With Urban Decay Game of Thrones eyeshadow palette, you have an arsenal of 20 shades to declare your allegiance to House Targaryen, House Lannister, House Stark, or to defeat the White Walkers. Jewel tones and earthy neutrals give way to dark metallics and frosty shimmers, all of which can be customized with our 4 transformer shades. So I guess the deal is that you can mix and match any of the shades with these to transform them, but you can layer eyeshadows, like any eyeshadows, together. So really quickly, my complaint is that there's literally 6 gold toned eyeshadows in this palette. 6 out of 20 are gold. That's my complaint. I don't care that there's only 3 mattes in here, because honestly, nobody's gonna buy this that's a beginner of makeup and have this be their only eyeshadow palette. So to complain that there's only like 3 mattes, I just find it kind of irrelevant, because you're not gonna buy this and be like, this is the only eyeshadow palette I have and that I'm forever gonna use. Chances are you have a neutral palette somewhere. You have a palette that has some matte neutral shades. So it's not a big deal for me to reach into my drawer and grab another palette. Just like it's no big deal for you to reach into another palette and pull out some transition shades if you don't like what's in here. I'm most excited about Bend the Knee. I saw swatches of this and it looks like a beautiful duochrome, and same with White Walker. I stay away from reviews and stuff on YouTube, but I wanted to know if I wanted to spend my money on this, so I watched X Sparkage's video, and I recently saw Nikki Tutorial's video, and when she put White Walker in that inner corner, I was shook. I was so excited. I was like, I can't wait for it to get here. So let's just go ahead and roll into the eye swatches of this beautiful palette. For swatches, just so you know, anything that's a shimmer, I'm applying with my finger because in my opinion, shimmers apply best with your finger. With the 3 mattes, I'll blend those out into my crease, and I'm just going to have my Morphe eye base on, and that's just what's going to be underneath for the shadows. I think with Urban Decay, you could also get away with just using a concealer as a base and setting it or not setting it. I'm also going to fit at least 2 on each eye, so I'm not rubbing my eyes raw, swatching 20 different eyeshadows. This is not doing justice on camera. Normally I don't talk during these eye swatches, but oh my gosh, it just kind of looks like a pale lavender overlay on my eye, but in person it looks like lavender snow, and it is just shifting so nicely, so beautifully. You can kind of see it a little bit better on my finger because it's more packed on, but all I did was tap 3 times, and I'm telling you, like, it doesn't matter. You don't need to use the transformation shades at the end. This could be a transformation shade. This on top of like a rich blue or like a dark purple. Oh my God, it would look so amazing. I was the most excited about that shade, and it did not disappoint. Dothraki. House Targaryen. So you can kind of see the slight difference. Dothraki is definitely more of a gold, metallic gold, yellow gold, that's what I was trying to say. And House Targaryen, honestly, it looks like another duochrome. It's like a gold shift with peach. And it's just frustrating doing these eye swatches because you really, it's just disappointing that it doesn't pick up on camera. Stormborn. This shade would definitely give you fallout because it's more of like a chunkier glitter. It's almost like a dark gray base, and then with the purple glitter and shift on top. Because at this angle right here, this looks dark gray, and then up here is like the light pretty purple. I just love how unique Urban Decay shades are. I can't get over it. Lastly, Bay of Dragons. This is the transformation shade. Ooh, this is like, this reminds me of Fireball. Like a pink peachy shift. Again, in person, it's definitely a lot more pigmented. Put this all over the lid. Casterly Rock. Definitely a bronzy gold. Red Keep. An orangey bronzy gold. And King's Landing. House Lannister. I'm a little surprised because in Nikki's video, House Lannister looked like a dark peach on her. And for me, it's just like a perfect fleshy skin tone peach. We have Lannister Red. And I'm going back in with King's Landing just to put the transformation shade across everything so we could just see how everything just kind of transforms. The Sight. Again, this is one that definitely has like a gray base. You can kind of see right there. And then it just has like the layer of the green metallic on top, and it's just super pretty. Weirwood Leaves. Beautiful metallic shimmery plum. Winter is Here. This is almost like a bronzy gray, if that makes sense. Here's the shade Nymeria. It's definitely deeper than House Lannister, but in the same color story. Nymeria is in the same color story as House Lannister. It's kind of like the deeper version of that. Winterfell, the transformation shade. This is the most pigmented transformation shade. And in my opinion, it's like a more like a metallic gold, like it kind of matches. It kind of gives the same vibe as the House Lannister eye pencil. To me, this is like the coolest looking gold in the palette, and let's just swipe it all over. Free Folk. This is very similar in texture to Bend the Knee, which is the first shade that I put on the purple one. And this is like a true silver metallic. I'm obsessed with this. I feel like palettes normally do a lot of golds, but it's rare to get a beautiful shimmer. Frozen North, I'm so excited for this one. This looks like it would be a really good match with the one pencil liner. And again, like the darker purple Stormborn, this one's a little bit more textured, a little bit more of a chunkier glitter. So I could see there being fallout with this shade. Not that there's anything wrong with fallout. It's just when you're working with shades like that, you probably want to do your eyes first before you do your face makeup. This is Take the Black. And it looks like the shimmer is pretty consistent through. It doesn't look like it's just a shimmer topper. Urban Decay has the best black formulated shadows in the market. Go ahead and try to tell me I'm wrong. Fight me on it, I dare you. Here we have White Walker. Oh, you can kind of see the duochrome on camera. The shift is like a blue light, it's like a blue-white shift. Looks like there may be like some slight hints of lavender. Oh, it's so pretty. This looks like it would pair perfectly with the pencil. It's like a periwinkle color. This is gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed with this. I'm so glad the two shades I was looking the most forward to didn't disappoint me. And the topper in this one is Hardhome. Oh my god, that is so interesting. It looks silver, but it's almost like a silver gold. Like it has a slight golden sheen to it. And then, so there's the topper on top of everything. These shadows personally did not disappoint me. I think that they're really rich in pigment. I'm excited to pull some looks together for them. Again, yes, they're heavy in shimmer, but again, I don't mind that. It just looks like there's maybe two colors here that would have some fallout issues, but that can be easily fixed by doing your eye makeup first and your face makeup later. What are your thoughts on the palette after seeing everything swatched? I think that there's really no contest with this collection. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones and you want to remember the series and you love makeup, it's a no-brainer to pick something up. For me, it was a no-brainer for me to get the whole collection just because I'm so excited about it. Is a pink highlighter practical? No. Is wearing a bronzy metallic gold lipstick practical? No. Is wearing a teal eyeliner with like shimmer in it practical? No. But again, remember, this is Urban Decay that we're talking about. They're not practical. They're meant to be like out there, okay? So, I mean, for me, there's really no on the fence. Should I get it? Should I not get it? I think it's either a solid yes or no. That's just my opinion. If you're gonna pick anything up from the collection, I would recommend the eyeliners because like I said, I've never seen anything like these liners from any other brand. I think that they're the most unique item in this collection. Of course, Urban Decay shadows are unique in themselves, but I think my most highly recommended item as of now, without fully diving in and playing with anything, would be the eyeliners and the brushes. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones, at least get the brushes to have for a collector item. That is gonna wrap it up for this very long unboxing of the Game of Thrones collection. Hopefully this helps you if you were on the fence. Again, April 29th, it's gonna be live online on Sephora and Ulta. Urban Decay did say that this is limited edition, so once it's sold out, it's sold out. So hopefully this was able to help you make up your mind if you're interested in purchasing something before it's gone forever. And like I said, be sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you know when the tutorials using this makeup collection is live, because that will be coming next for you guys. Thank you so much for sitting through this. Let me know in the comments down below, if you were to get anything from this collection, what would you get? Like, if money wasn't an issue, what is the item that you have your eyes on the most? Or would you be interested in getting the entire vault? I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to follow me on my other social media, MakeupByMegB everywhere. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.